Getting back to the simple and just knowing yourself, and from then knowing what's around you.
When you can know what to say without thinking too much, or to play, of course.
For me, improvisation is meditation in action. Yeah. The thing is, many times if you do improvisation in your life, in everyday life, then it will become much more meditation. The problem is we had here, my problem was the minute I came to an instrument that I'm supposed to know and it's my profession, then I lose it, I lose something. So how do you combine that still by being totally open, but still knowing to control something so well? So that's an interesting issue, because most I enjoyed was not doing what I know, is doing what I'm not.
It's very different if you improvise alone or improvise with a group, within a group, because in a improvisation with a group you have to communicate in the first case, in the first line, and also to express yourself. So there is a area of forces which are not contradictory, which are complementary. Express yourself from within to outside, and communicate implies also to listen what the others are communicating, are listening, are saying. And if it is possible to make such a communication without renouncing to expressing yourself, so it's an angel is created.
Person is when you don't feel it's difficult. With music, is the musicians are the best musicians. It feels so easy when they play. It feels like it's so simple, and it's not. It's because they make it simple.
Life is improvisation from the first day till the last.
Everything is improvisation.
Intuitive music is music that represents who you are, and that comes from a place that can only be you. So if I played and it was intuitive, it would sound like nobody else. You couldn't mistake it. And I think everyone has that in them, and trying to search and find this place where you are just channeling who you are into the music, and what comes out is this wonderful thing that represents both who you are as a musician, but also who you are as a person and your personality and how you understand things to work. And I think it's really, really nice to experience that as both a player, but also listening, because that's somebody telling you who they are and what their story is.
Możliwość odkrycia różnych rzeczy w sobie, różnych rzeczy, i przede wszystkim najbardziej mi się spodobało to, że nie wierzyłem, że potrafię pewne rzeczy zrobić, czy przekroczyć, jak myślałem o tym, a będąc tutaj, spotykając się, uczestnicząc w warsztatach, okazało się, że to jakoś samo z siebie wynika, że to jakoś po prostu samo się buduje i że to się staje, czyli najbardziej mi się podobała ta możliwość doświadczania siebie w ramach różnych warsztatów.
It's a typical process of groups. And the first days, you have to check out who is doing what, and you see who had which role. And then it became a struggle beneath all, and you see what's changing and which opinion there, and then revolution. And after the revolution, you find a new structure for the group. That's everywhere.
I have a very clear idea of my aesthetic likes, and for me, when I'm making music is the most important thing. And what I didn't realize was that, I guess it might have been somewhere in the back of my mind, is that I guess there's another way to go about things where there are people that are more interested in the intuition or being intuitive rather than creating art. And for me, if I'm playing music, I want to make great art. That's what my life is invested in.
It not depends on the instrument. It depends on the reaction. It depends on the persons and the sounds that they make and give me for reacting and to make communication. And it doesn't matter if it's a mouth organ or a viola or a trumpet. It doesn't matter. I wish to be open for every kind of instrument, every sound which makes sense for me to communicate.
We can always improve. We just had committee meeting and the ideas, well, there's this line of performance-oriented and working with tutti and big spectacle, maybe in a special theater way. And then there's the idea of small groups and groups that are put together just like tonight's concert. I think we could maybe have a mixture of that.